Hey, it's the Empire, Geobox Empire, back to boxing. Now, man, you guys see the picture of my boy Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk, man. You know what they say, man. A picture says 1,000 words, and wow, Anthony Joshua is. I'm not sure when this fight happened, but AJ just posted this on his Instagram, and Alexander Usyk looks like he's in awe, man. He's in awe right now, seeing what Anthony Joshua did to his opponent. It's funny because Usyk's incognito, right? He has a black hoodie on, covering his face. He doesn't want anyone knowing he's there. But when Usyk looked, but when Anthony Joshua looked in the crowd and he seen Usyk's eyes, you seen what Usyk did. He looked shook. He looked shook. Now, all that being said, man, my boy Alexander Usyk, man, and Anthony Joshua, they're gonna be fighting soon, and this is a really big fight. I understand that Alexander Usyk is one of the few undisputed fighters in boxing, right? There's only a handful of those guys, right? Josh Taylor, Terrence Crawford, Alexander Usyk, right? There's only a handful of those guys. That being said, being undisputed comes with its pros and cons. Once you dominate a division, go up in weight. The undisputed fighter tends to go up, and they tend not to get respect, right? Think of Terrence Crawford, right? He 140, he was undisputed. He's at 147 now, and the big dog is Errol Spence Jr. There's still a question of who's the best. Same thing with Alexander Usyk. He became the man at cruiserweight, and now he's a heavyweight, right? The difference is with Alexander Usyk that makes him so dangerous is the fighters that Usyk beat became better at heavyweight, right? Who am I talking about? Well, all the fighters that Usyk fought, all of them didn't go to heavyweight, but one specific fighter did go heavyweight. Who's that fighter I'm talking about? And who actually went heavyweight and became a great fighter? Well, Michael Hunter. Michael Hunter, after losing to Alexander Usyk at cruiserweight, right, he went up in weight, and he's been on a tear ever since, right? He stopped Iago Claditz, the guy who dropped F.A. Ajaba, right? He got a draw with Alexander Povetkin, which I thought he won. They should have given him that fight, so I'm still upset about that. But he beat Alexander Ustinov by technical knockout, right? Beat Sergey Kuzman. I mean, he beat a lot of top heavyweights. I mean, most of his resume ever since Usyk is mostly like 50% of them are top level heavyweights, right? Names that we know, right? So that being said, man, Michael Hunter's been on a tear, and that shows you the level of opposition that Usyk's been fighting. These weren't guys who were just good at that one weight class and they were a one hit wonder. These are elite fighters who are still elite to this day, and who are actually more dangerous at heavyweight. Michael Hunter's #2 American heavyweight champion right now in boxing. It's facts. Go look at BoxRec and look it up. He's the #2 ranked heavyweight under BoxRec, right? And technically, all the guys he fought, he should be ranked #2. So that being said, man, Michael Hunter have been having a chin at heavyweight. He's been walking through these top fighters, and Michael Hunter's only loss in his career is Alexander Usyk. So yeah, man, Usyk is a very dangerous fighter for Anthony Joshua, and Alexander Usyk was doing his homework by seeing his skills firsthand. But that all being said, this is gonna be a really big fight. The fight's happening this September 25th, and this is one of Anthony Joshua's toughest fights, man, because, well, this is a fight that we know that's supposed to be tough for Anthony Joshua. There's never a fight in Anthony Joshua's career where he came in and we knew the fight was going to be a dangerous fight. We knew this guy was going to come to fight, and we knew that, this guy is highly decorated. Alexander Usyk was undisputed, right? Young fighter, right? Traveled everywhere to fight all these top oppositions, right? Fought guys all around the world, and he's from the Ukraine school of boxing, right? When Anthony Joshua fought Vladimir Klitschko was coming off a loss to Tyson Fury, and that was the least punches thrown in boxing history when they fought for a title. Look it up. When Tyson Fury fought Vladimir Klitschko, they both threw record low punches in that title fight. That was the lowest punches thrown in a heavyweight title fight. It's true. Look it up. It's wild. I know. I know. But it's all facts, right? So Anthony Joshua is supposed to walk through him. This is undefeated Anthony Joshua. This is Anthony Joshua, with no losses, when he was walking through everyone. People were like Tony Bellew, David Haye. They weren't saying that Klitschko can go past 6. But look how competitive that fight was, right? And then with Andy Ruiz was a nobody at the time, at least to many hardcore boxing fans even. You know, he wasn't supposed to beat Anthony Joshua, but look what happened. You know, this is the first fight in Anthony Joshua's career. We know he's walking to a tough fight. Everything else were like fights he was supposed to win, but this fight right here, if you go by resume, Oleksandr Usyk has the best resume right now that Anthony Joshua has fought in, right? The guy has Purple Hearts. He's been in wars. He's seen elite opponents, and he's made the adjustments. Can he make the adjustments to Anthony Joshua? Well, he looked like he's seen something that night that made him think, I don't know. I just don't know. Mouth was wide open, seeing Anthony Joshua defeat his opponent, and he looked like he was starstruck, you know? So we're going to see how this whole thing plays out, man. You know, this is definitely going to be a close fight. Oleksandr Usyk, you know, fighting Anthony Joshua in Britain is like fighting Satan in hell. So if he wants to beat Anthony Joshua, he really can't try to go there and outbox him. That's not going to work. So we're going to see how this whole thing plays out, man. Usyk's a dangerous southpaw fighter. This is the first elite level southpaw that Anthony Joshua's ever fought in his career. Right? Undisputed level southpaw. He can walk you down. He can bounce on his toes. This is, you know, Luis Ortiz, but Eastern European style. This is Eastern European Luis Ortiz. I like that. That's nice, that isn't it? So, but Oleksandr Usyk's much more advanced. He just much more elusive, and he's younger. You know, Luis Ortiz is like in his 40s or whatever, because you know the Cubans always lie about their age. So, you know, he says he's 40 on paper, but how old is he really? Maybe he's like mid 40s. You know what I mean? Oleksandr Usyk is 34, so that's a 6-year difference. Even if you want to just say he's exactly 40, right? So Oleksandr Usyk, younger, fresher, hasn't really been in too many wars. So we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out, man. But this is a one for the books, and I'm really excited to see it. Man, I do not know what time this is gonna be popping off when I'm in America. You know, maybe in the middle of the day, maybe like at 12 or something. I don't know. Time zones are weird over there in the UK, so we'll figure it out when the time comes. Anyway, man, let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geobox Empire. Bitch. Geobox.